Hello everyone, welcome to this quick comparison video for Indo-Aryan languages. Let's dive right in. The first word is mother. Most of the words for mother are variations of ma, a simple sound for babies to make, but Romani goes with Persian adjacent dai, while Marathi replaces it with Dravidian influenced ai. Father. Pita is the most stable root in the set, surviving across many languages, with nursery words baba, buba displacing it only in the east. Marathi vadil could come from Sanskrit vadra, meaning big, or perhaps Arabic walid, also meaning father. Son. Putra holds firm across the northwest, while the east and Hindi replace it with affectionate coinages like beta, which comes from Prakrit bitter, whose origins are unknown. Daughter. Putri loses ground more than putra did, with most languages independently replacing it with local words. Punjabi, Sindhi and Uriya forms are derived from Prakrit dhida, which itself comes from Vedic duhitra for daughter. Family. This is a clean Persian versus Sanskrit split, with Khandan dominating the northwest and Parivar holding the center and east. Marathi Kutumba comes via Sanskrit from Dravidian Kutimai. Son. Variations of Surya dominate this set. Interestingly, Nepali and Romani gham and kham derive from Sanskrit gharma, meaning heat rather than sun. Water. A near-perfect domination of pani or pani from Sanskrit paniya, meaning drink. Bengali and Sinhala maintain jala, while Kashmiri alone goes for Persian ab. Wind. Vayu is almost entirely lost, replaced by Persian hawa across the northwest and center, while other mainland languages preserve Sanskrit-derived forms like Vata and Pavana. Rain. Here, two closely related Sanskrit streams, Varsha and Vrishti, are running simultaneously across different regions. Punjabi me comes from Sanskrit megha, which actually means cloud. River. Nadi is the cleanest sweep in the nature set, holding almost everywhere except the Persian-influenced northwest, which uses Darya. Sinhala rather respectfully calls all rivers Ganga. Sleep. The Nidra root survives in heavily eroded form such as Need, Nand, Nidhi, etc. Bengali replaces it with Ghum, a metaphor for dizziness, while Marathi borrows a Kannada word for sleep, Jompu. Red. Persian lal has displaced Sanskrit rakta almost everywhere except Kashmiri, which has its own Dardik word, and Romani, which preserves the archaic root lohita. Orange. No language uses an abstract color term. Every language names it after a locally relevant orange fruit or flower. The Romani word comes from the fact that oranges were first brought to Europe from China by sailors from Portugal. Yellow. Sanskrit Pita holds the center, but Kashmiri and Romani replace it with Persian and Slavic borrowings respectively. Bengali and Uriya take inspiration from the color of turmeric, which is haridra in Sanskrit. Green. A two-way split here between Harita in the center and Persian subs in Kashmiri, Bengali and Uriya. Romani Zeleno comes from Slavic for green, the same source as the surname Zelensky. White. Persian Safed and Sanskrit Shweta both come from the common Proto-Indo-Iranian root Shwetas. Marathi and Romani words for white share a common root in Sanskrit Pandura. Eye. Sanskrit had multiple competing words for eyes. Most languages derive their word from akshi, while Bengali gets it from chakshu. Marathi went the poetic route with Sanskrit dola, meaning swinging. Heart. The most dramatic Persian conquest in the table. Dil has completely displaced Sanskrit hridaya in everyday speech across the entire northwest, surviving only in literary and formal registers elsewhere. Dog. While appearing very similar to kukur, words like kutta and kutra actually come from Proto-Indo-Iranian kutas, likely borrowed from the language of the Bactria margiana archaeological complex. Horse. Ghotak sweeps the subcontinent, with Sinhala alone preserving the ancient Sanskrit Ashva root that links all the way back to Proto-Indo-European Equus on the Eurasian steppe. Elephant. Variations of Sanskrit Hastin, meaning the hand beast, dominate the entire subcontinent, with only Sinhala borrowing their word from Tamil, and Romani borrowing the Greco-Latin elefante, after losing contact with the animal entirely. Bear. Hindi and the eastern languages use bhalu. The northwest preserves riksha, another Sanskrit form, while Romani uses an Italian form urso. Both can be reconstructed to a common Proto-Indo-European form, harthkyos. Did you hear that? Anyways, that's the end of this video and hope you liked it. If you'd like to know more about the origins and spread of the Indo-Aryans, do check out my video on that exact topic. In the meantime, let me go and check where that sound came from. See you all in the next video.